You're looking for a new car? Well, let me tell you about a con that's going on right now on Craigslist as well as Facebook Marketplace and anywhere else where you can sell vehicles and whatnot like that. So I'm in the market for looking for a used vehicle. I don't typically buy at dealerships because there's a big markup, and the amount of markup you have on that, you can put $1,000 or $500 into a tune-up and have a better car, and know the car works and what like that. And usually, if you buy from a person that actually owned the vehicle, you can talk to them. You can also realize that this person changed the oil a lot. You know a lot more about the used vehicle than you do if you buy it at a dealership, and plus you save thousands, maybe even $10,000 potentially on what kind of vehicle you're buying. So I'm going on Facebook Marketplace, a little bit on Craigslist, but mainly on Facebook Marketplace, and I see these cars and go out and test drive them, and it's a dealership. Or it's you get this con like I'm selling it for a friend or selling it for a relative or whatever. I'm trying to make a little commission and whatnot. And one cat told me, okay, yeah, this is 130,000 miles, but on the title, it's a 180,000. They misprinted on there. I'm thinking, well, you said this is like a one person owned car. The mileage should be 0 on the note on the title. So anyways, so beware. My spidey senses were going off anyways. I could tell this car wasn't driving as good as it should be for that. And a lot of times when I do actually find someone that's actually selling a car that's actually their vehicle, you plug in the ODB2 sensor in there, and you find some things wrong with it and whatnot like that. And of course you can kind of barter a little bit on the price and whatnot. One cat I went to said he was selling something for his son's dealership up in Dallas or whatever, and I was thinking, and then you see the tags from that, but you're not going to get any. If you buy from that person, you're not going to get the benefits of buying from a dealership. One of the benefits of buying from a dealership is that you can maybe do financing if you don't have enough money to, if you're looking for a cash car or whatnot. And so, anyways, it's that's going on right now. Be wary of that. Ask the person if this is their car, and a lot of times they will. I've been driving it for the last 100,000 miles or whatever. If they don't own the car, if the car is not in their name, then it's not their car, right? And so, I just should buy from the person itself. So, anyways, keep that out there. Be wary of that. I'm not going to say you can't find some good deals with this. I mean, if you go look on Facebook Marketplace, if you click on the person's name on the car, you can see all the things they have for sale, and they got 5-10 cars for sale. This is what they're doing as their job. A lot of times these used car dealerships take a car that's not very good, or it's been in a flood, or it's been wrecked, or whatever. They hire these individuals to sell these cars. Then the lot doesn't take any problem. It doesn't have any, you don't know what lot it is, and the individual's gone, all right, because you're going to meet them in a parking lot at a store or restaurant or whatever, so you don't know where that's at. And that's probably the other thing as well. If you're going to buy a used car, go to their house. That way you at least know where they live, and you can say, hey, you weren't legit about this or whatnot like this. And of course, when you buy a used car, once you buy it, that's yours. So make sure you get it checked out by a mechanic. If you're not a mechanic yourself, take a mechanic with you that's a friend or someone's at least mechanically inclined. Use those sensors I talk about. That saves you a lot of potential big bucks. One car I test drove, it was saying that a sensor was fire. I'm sorry, there's a misfire going on. And, that could be a spark plug, but it could also be some major, engine problems going on. I don't know, but I know that it wasn't running well. I know that. I didn't need the sensor for that, the scanner for that. But anyways, so keep that in mind. It's a big con going on right now, and at least be wary of it. Maybe con's not the right word, but there's a lot of shady things going on with the marketplace, and of course that's how people do business today. A lot of times, if it's truly a good deal, those cars go away really quickly when you have a private seller selling to another individual. And of course, if you are, looking in the market to get a new vehicle, selling a car to someone else, you're going to make a lot more money than if selling it to a dealership. I know some people say something about you can write off some taxes or whatever, blah, blah, blah. The $3,000 or $4,000 that you can get from a private sale, potentially more so than a dealership, I think would outweigh that. Sometimes I've seen dealerships offer $400 for a car that probably would go for $2,000 to $3,000 because it works and it's a private sale and whatnot. So, anyways, do your research. Be wary of everything's going on, and again, use your spidey senses like I did with that one car. I'm thinking there's something not right with this, and And I'm sure there's some deals to be had as well, but you have to just make sure that you know how much you're willing to pay for the vehicle. Um, and to be honest, you see some damage for the car that's around there, some paint that's chipped out, the car's not running well, something's, I wouldn't get a car that has a transmission that's slipping or whatnot, but keep those things in mind. So anyways, hopefully this will save you some money and some aggravation. And again, just ask them, do they actually own the vehicle? And if they don't own the vehicle, you probably should look at somebody else. And especially if you're like me, you want to buy a car from somebody that actually drove the vehicle for the last 10 years, 5 years, whatever it is. As always, rock and roll, of course, it does compute. If you'd like to sub amazing content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because I would totally compute that.